get the mic out. It's good. We don't need a mic. Peace and love, family. I'm gonna wait for everybody to stream up on in here. Drop what city, whether you guys are watching the replay or whether you guys are live here. Drop what city that you guys are in. I'm gonna be asking you guys this every single live going forward, because from here on out, starting in June, starting in June, I gotta hit myself. I'm gonna be touring, so I got a couple different cities already booked. Let me let you guys know what cities I got so far. So June, tour month. So far we got an Oakland event. So North Cali, we got South Cali as well too, an LA event. Somewhere in Southern Cal, we're gonna do an event. We're gonna do an event in Albuquerque as well too. We're also gonna do one in Santa Fe. I'm actually gonna be out in New Mexico tomorrow. I'm gonna be headed there first thing in the morning. Also, we're gonna have a Vegas event for all my people out in Vegas. We're also gonna have a North Carolina event, an Orlando event, and a Miami event in Philly, New York, and Jersey to close out the tour. Thus far, I'm open to adding more dates or more cities, as I get, more of an insight upon where most of you guys are located. So make sure to drop, whether you guys are watching the replay, whether you guys are here tuned in live, make sure to drop what city you guys are tuned in from. We got Brick City, USA, Newark, New Jersey. So New Jersey, 100%, we got that right here on the, timeline, on the calendar right here for our tour date. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'm gonna be asking you guys what city and just to drop it so that I can get this tour finalized, and that will be finalized within the next week or two to come. So, as I do drop YBS University, which I will be here the first week in January, I'm gonna make sure to drop the tour date along with the university as well. So, super grateful to be here. Now, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, for showing up for yourselves, for putting in that inner work, for aligning yourself with this information. We got Gainesville, Georgia. I'm gonna actually be out in Georgia as well too on the 2nd through the 6th. So if you guys are in the Georgia area, definitely feel free to reach out. And if I got some time, we could definitely get together. But in terms of doing an event, we're definitely gonna be doing one out in the Georgia area as well too. I'm not sure why I didn't have that here on the tour date. Let me make sure to write that down. Definitely gonna add Georgia, whether it be Atlanta, maybe Atlanta, just because it's most ATL. Let's see what else. What other cities is everybody tuning in from? Okay, I can pull up to Philly. Yes, sir. Gainesville, Georgia, another one out in Gainesville. So it seems like we got a good following out in Gainesville. I know for a fact we got a great one in North Carolina as well. And so if you guys are just tuning into the video, make sure, or to the channel as a whole, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. Make sure that you guys are not only subscribed, but liking each video that you guys do come in and tune into. One thing I do pride myself on is over delivering on value. And so if you guys truly apply the information at hand, I promise you guys, with more guidance, and even just with the guidance in the videos, you guys can get any process that you guys are looking to get done. So let's make sure to do our part, like the video, so that more people can get aware of this information. And just imagine what the power of multiple people coming out to these corporations with these federal laws is going to do. We see Toyota Financial getting hit with this $60 million lawsuit, Bank of America, $12 million lawsuit. And so all of these corporations are getting hit, and now imagine us coming to collect that remedy. So today specifically, I'm gonna give you guys some things on helping you guys go collect the remedy, some things that you guys will need to have on hand when it comes to going to collect remedy. So yes, I've been teaching in depth, very heavy, the consumer laws and the different codes that you guys can go out and use to exercise and receive the things in which you guys are looking to get done, whether that be a collection, a charge off, a repo, eviction, closed account, etc. Right? We're able to get these things done. And something that we're able to do as well too is we are able to use ChatGPT to go ahead and help us draft up a letter specifically pertaining to any one of these codes in which I am showing you guys and breaking down to you guys. So we do want to make sure that we are, also putting these corporations on notice. Anytime I do put them on notice, I always start off the header with notice to agent is notice to principal, and notice to principal is notice to agent. So I'm putting whomever is reading that on notice. I also send each letter in certified mail, and I get it with the green return receipt. Something you guys can do to skip you guys going to the post office. A lot of you guys say, I don't have the time. I'm always busy with this, that, or the third. And so to help clear that up and circle that up, to help clear that up, circle it up. To help clear that up, I'm going to give you guys onlinecertifiedmail.com. Right, I've given you guys invoicegenerator.com as well too, where you guys can draft up an invoice, which will allow you guys to send in the invoice to these corporations. Just like these corporations monthly invoice you guys, we should be invoicing them monthly if that is still reporting upon our consumer report month in and month out. Right, so just the same tactics that these corporations are using, we should be going out and exercising as such and applying the same pressure and the same persistence as these corporations are doing. So when it comes to dealing with these consumer reporting agencies, we do want to be familiar with the FCRA. When it comes to these financial institutions, we also want to be familiar with using the FDCPA. Not only third-party debt collectors, attorney offices, cops, judges, not only are they debt collectors, but these financial institutions themselves are also debt collectors. Or a debt collector is anybody attempting to collect debt using any instrumentality throughout interstate commerce. So understand that these corporations are also debt collectors themselves. So the FDCPA is very applicable to them as well too. I want you guys to understand that using these 3 subchapters, something that's going to help us as well too is having a copy of our consumer report. We want to have on file a copy of our consumer report. Something that I do recommend that every one of you guys go out and do for free is go to myannualcreditreport.com, and through myannualcreditreport.com, you guys can order a free consumer report from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And this is also official consumer report directly from these companies. And so there's no way of these consumer reports being construed at all, right? These are official reports that we're able to go out and spot the inaccuracies. Once we've spotted inaccuracies, we could go out and go through the administrative process that I've broken down a lot of times here on this channel. And if you guys want more clarity upon that within the mob and within YBC University, we're going to be given a great step-by-step for that. So if you guys are not a part of the mob and or the university, which will be coming out here in the next 2 weeks, I would definitely advise that you guys do get in tune with those. They're both very cost affordable. The university is only going to be $97, and the mob is $25 a month. And so when it comes to not only the consumer report, but every time we do send out a dispute, I do want to send in a copy of the consumer report, and I want to spot the inaccuracies, and I want to let it be known that the inaccuracies are being reported upon our consumer report. Something you guys can do as well too is call the consumer reporting agencies to get these inaccuracies removed. Inaccuracies can be, yes, old addresses, phone numbers, any personal information, but look at the date open on that account. If you guys have a third-party debt collector and or they've foreclosed on that, they've evicted you, maybe it's a repossession, maybe it's a charge-off, the date in which they're charging it off and stating that the account is open is more than likely 99% positive is different from the date open on your consumer report. So they have 2 different dates. I want you guys to spot the dates and notice that they're reporting 2 different dates, which is also within itself an inaccuracy. And so anytime there's an inaccurate account being reported upon your consumer report, that's a clear violation of the congressional findings of the FCRA. Go look up 15 U.S.C. 1681. Once again, family, with just congressional findings alone, we can get anything removed. And understanding and spotting these inaccuracies, I'm going to send in the consumer report on top of the dispute that I'm going to draft up. And you guys can use ChatGPT to help you guys draft up a letter for the consumer reporting agencies and or for the creditor. Something as well too that I do want to bring awareness to, on top of the CFPB newsroom, which I do advise that all of you guys go in and make sure that you guys are reading on a day-to-day basis. You guys can also go to the FTC newsroom, the Federal Trade Commission newsroom. But with the CFPB, you guys can also check every credit card agreement that you guys have that is out there with each financial institution. So I want you guys to go to the CFPB credit card agreement section. Within there, you guys can find the credit card agreements for these companies, and through the credit card agreements, it's going to properly show you guys how to not only go out and dispute, but how to go out and collect remedy from these corporations. See, from there, another website that you guys can go through, which we have a step-by-step showing you guys on the mob how to go through and file arbitration. But through the credit card agreements, it's going to show you guys that through arbitration, you guys can get anything you guys are looking to get done through arbitration. What I want to make very clear is that, peace and love, Sacramento area. Keep dropping the cities, everybody. So we do got Sacramento up in here, and we will be out in the North Cali area this June on our tour. So we are going to be touring this 11/11, and we got 11 viewers on here. Come on, it's divine intervention always. And so what I did want to make clear, family, is that through arbitration, through seeking litigation, them hiring attorneys, them having to pay the filing fees for arbitration, all the steps in which we take when it comes to us going out and seeking remedy, is going to cost them tens of thousands of dollars. And they're only collecting hundreds of dollars or maybe a couple thousand for these payments of these credit cards. If it's closed, they're looking to collect a couple $1,000s. In terms of them going through and actually having to find an arbitration attorney, them having to go through and pay the filing fees, it's going to cost them tens of thousands of dollars alone. So what I want you guys to do, and what I'm going to drop on the mob and within the university, is I'm going to drop a direct breakdown of the payments that they'll be paying through litigation if you guys do file federal court, and or if you guys do seek arbitration. I'm gonna let you guys know the exact breakdown of that. See, when it comes to any business, business is all about commerce, it's all about money. If they're losing money for pennies on the dollar for small amounts, they're gonna give you guys what you guys are seeking. So through that, and before we even go through arbitration, I'm gonna let them know I'm well aware of the amount that it does cost to file these specific processes, whether that be arbitration and or whether that be you seeking litigation through federal court. If you guys do go through federal court, I do recommend that you guys do minimum go through the administrative process. When it comes to going through arbitration, all you guys need to go through arbitration is putting them on notice, notice of dispute. After that, a pre-arbitration letter. From there, you've given them the chance to settle. You let them know and made it well aware that you are aware of the cost and the charges that it will cost them, and that you're looking to settle for even less than the costs, that it would cost them simply to remove a late payment, simply to remove a charge off from your consumer report. And if they're not willing to comply from there, we're going to use their own agreement against them. That's why I mentioned the CFPB's credit card agreement. Go look it up. CFPB credit card agreement. You guys can find any credit card agreement for any company. And or another website is AAA and or ADR.org. Right, ADR.org is where you guys would go through to file arbitration as well too. So I did want to give that to you guys, to the public, to make it clear. Granted, I do want to make sure that you guys are aware of how to go through and properly file. That's why for $25 on the mob, I'm literally showing you guys how to do so. All right, so this is something that is definitely cost affordable, not only to get these things removed, but also how to go out and properly do it and assert yourself throughout this process. And so, when it comes to all of my teachings within the FCRA, FDCPA, make sure you use a V instead of the U in club. Yes, sir. Everything is with a V. So I'm not sure what you're looking to sign up for. If you could be more direct, I could help you in that process. Fully support you, brother. Been sharing your channel since I found you. That's love. That's all that I ask of you guys. Whether you guys do get started in any of the memberships, the universities, the mentorship, which the mentorship is half off because the system right now is down. I don't know if you guys tuned into the public service announcement earlier, but until the end of the year, the mentorship is half off. So from $2,500 to $1,250. And within that, just alone, you guys are getting a non-citizen national passport card, which is a 4 to 5 star passport card. The proper setup for it. You guys can also resell that as well too. And then you guys are also getting a 508c1a setup, which a 508c1a I charge 2 bands itself just to get it set up. I can pull up. Okay, I'm reading the comments. Very new to your channel and consumer law. I found a couple nights ago. Blessings, brother. Appreciate you so much. It's reciprocated. Yeah, and I love the community that we built within here as well too, within Billionaires Club, within the mob. You know, everybody is, you know, just expressing their gratitude, which is the most high, and everybody is helping one another, which is what it's about. That's how we're all going to grow together. Sydney, you know, grateful for you to be here, Sydney Greatness, and grateful for you to be a part of the membership that we have as well too here on YouTube. Got my EIN today. Let's run it, King Dame. I see you applying that pressure, brother, and I love to see it, so continue doing such. Keep doing it, brother. Exactly why we're here to learn to be. Yawesome. ACH, bro. I don't know what that means. But I love the comments. I got my EIN a little while ago, just nobody explained anything about it, / how to use it. So that will be explained within the university. Something I'd recommend as well is paying for a consultation with the GOAT himself. Taekwon X is going to come full circle, and he'll give you guys a step-by-step. But if you guys are looking for recorded videos on that, I will have a breakdown of that within YBC University. Glad for you to be here, my guy, Al, my guy, Mr. Charrington. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your first name, but, you know, so find those credit card agreements, get familiar, and through ADR.org, you guys can specifically find and get the arbitration clause and or provision with these corporations. Not every single one is on ADR.org, so they may be on AAA. And, you know, if they're not on one of those two, go to the CFPB's credit card agreement section, and you guys will be able to find every credit card agreement with each one of these financial institutions. From there, I want you guys to get familiar with specifically and only, and know these like the backs of your hand, the congressional findings of Truth in Lending, which is 15 U.S.C. 1601. Congressional findings of the FCRA, which is 15 U.S.C. 1681. Congressional findings of the FDCPA, which is 15 U.S.C. 1692. Those are what you guys need to get the things in which you guys are seeking, whether that be an eviction, a repo, a bankruptcy, any one of these things removed, but not only removed, coming after to collect remedy. I want you guys to understand the congressional findings, and then next move on to the definition section. From there, I want you guys to get familiar with the amount that it would cost these corporations to go through federal court. I want you guys to, you know, study and get familiar with the amount. And on ADR.org, it literally tells you the fees that these corporations will be paying as well too to go through arbitration. And so that's all that I have for you guys today. I wanted to make today's call straight to the point. And, you know, I know this video's, the amount of lives it's going to empower is going to be huge. Just this video alone. I know that, and I pray that this video brings clarity. Use ChatGPT to help you guys draft up a notice of dispute. Once you guys have drafted up a notice of dispute, take these corporations through pre-arbitration. You know, state the amount of fees that they will be paying through each one of these processes, and let them know what you guys are seeking, right? Make sure to state a claim. You know, make sure to state how much you guys are coming after for the damages that have been done. Furthermore, what I would do after pre-arbitration is I would go through and I would file, you know, and apply for something, whether that be, you know, a credit card, whether that be an auto loan, etc. And from there, more damages have been done. And from that, now you guys can go out and seek and go through and take them through arbitration and or seek litigation. I do recommend even just the notice of dispute, you guys doing that in an affidavit form where you guys do get a notary public. There's not, 100%. It's not mandatory, but it will be very helpful. And above all else, you don't need a million different laws and codes. Like I mentioned on today's call, I simply mentioned congressional findings. Use the verbiage within there. You guys can also cite maybe 1 to 2 codes, but above all else, you don't need to know every single one of these laws and codes. A lot of this can be overwhelming. Stick with it. Yes, 100%. I promise you it will click. This is an over life thing, not an overnight thing. And so what got you here will not get you there, family. We got to continue to grow. If you guys are not in the Discord, I'm going to drop a book for you guys tonight that will help bring clarity and light upon all of this information. And so if you guys are not in the Discord, I got a little Christmas present for you guys. I'm going to drop a book that will bring clarity upon all of this information here on the channel. So I do appreciate everybody that has been tuning in and that has been sharing this content. Each one of these videos, going back and staying a student, watching. Discord's giving you some issues, but I'm not sure why. That may be something on your end. Maybe an update, you may need something, but click the link in the bio on YouTube. I did just add that to the YouTube. My bio, I updated my bio, needed to be updated. And if you guys got any questions, reach out to me in the Discord. In the meantime, as I mentioned, our system is down, so my business number is not running. That's why I'm also extending the promo. For our personal credit blueprint, it's $1,000. You guys can put down $500 and pay off the rest within 3 to 4 months. And then the personal mentorship is going from $2,500 until $1,250 for the remainder of 2023. Going back to 2024, we're going to be at $2,500, and throughout the middle of the year or sometime early on in the year, we will up the mentorship to $5,000 because of the things we're adding. And I'm going to offer financing as well too. I'm just specifically choosing which financing company I'm going to be with. And like I mentioned, just with the 508c1a, I do charge $2,000 for it. And so that alone is really covering the mentorship, whether you guys paid at the full price. But even just right now with it being half off, you guys are getting that discounted on top of 2 calls a week, on top of lifetime access to YBC University in your own login portal with the university, and access to all of our private chats. Okay, so if you guys are, just reach out to me in the Discord looking to get started with any of these services. Make sure to reach out to me in the Discord. Otherwise, you guys can message me and DM me on Instagram. Make sure you guys are DMing the correct Credit Gotti. There is some fake accounts out there, but there's only one of me. So you guys can be able to tell the difference. Just look at, with all these fake accounts, y'all, make sure y'all are looking at the dates of when these people are posting. They're posting like 50 pictures in one day, like 20 pictures in one day. Look at the stories, look at the highlights, etc. Like, message that person. If you want to confirm, have them send an audio message, and we can do that. But above all else, family, I appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in. I'm about to pack up and hit the road tomorrow to New Mexico, and then from there I will be out in Philly area for the next following 2 weeks, and then within that 2 weeks I will be in Atlanta for a couple days as well too. So if you guys are in the Atlanta or Philly area and or New Mexico area, reach out to me and maybe we can get some things together and going. But above all else, continue to make sure that you guys are dropping the cities, whether it be in the replay or the future videos or previous videos, so I know what dates to add on to my tour date out in June, so on my tour month. But I appreciate y'all. Appreciate Discord link that's in the bio. Let's see. Discord is giving me trouble. Yes, sir. Let's get it, family. Peace, love, and light. Credit Gotti. He's out.